Welcome to Sky Broking Equity Weekly Market Commentary. Disclaimer: this weekly market commentary is for information purpose only. Before taking any decision, consult your financial advisor. Now let's see the fundamental analysis. Checking out the global cues, it's been another volatile week in financial markets, with events in and around Ukraine continuing to dominate. Sentiment is still very headline driven, and an enormous amount of uncertainty remains around the outcome of talks between Ukraine and Russia and the sanctions being imposed on the latter by the West. This in turn creates huge uncertainty around the global economic outlook, with soaring commodity prices, a massive downside risk for growth and upside risk for inflation. The Fed and BOE are expected to do the same, with rate hikes from both expected this week. Moving on to the domestic cues, India's inflation rate due Monday has upside risks, and Tuesday's balance of trade has downside risks as the Ukraine-induced turmoil in commodity markets threatens India's recovery. Chinese equities sagging. It appears that the hot money has rotated into Indian equities once again, supporting both the stock and currency markets this past week. The short-term market direction will be dominated by the headlines from Russia-Ukraine conflict. So these are this week's fundamental analysis. Now let's check out the technical analysis. Nifty may expect a negative bias in week beginning and may expect a positive turn in the end of the week, and the range of week in between is 16,318 to 16,886. Bank Nifty may expect a mixed trade in between 33,764 to 35,850 levels. So these are this week's technical analysis. Moving on to the derivative analysis based on the option chain analysis, highest open interest for call side is 17,500 strike, and for the put side is 16,000 strike. Overall 1,500 points band, and the expiry is on 17th March. According to the PCR analysis, Nifty PCR OI has increased with Nifty positive close, and when compared with the previous week, which shows huge put writing, is seen. India VAX has settled in 25.35, and when compared with the previous week, it had ended with a low, which shows decreasing the volatility. So these are this week's derivative analysis. Now let's check out the recommendations. Coming to the cash corner, buy BPCL near 355, the target is 371 with a stop loss 340. Buy Sun Pharma above 910, the target is 960 with a stop loss 860. Coming to the F in the corner, buy Nifty Future near 16,340, the target is 16,410 with a stop loss 16,270. Based on the option strategy, bear call spread, sell Nifty 16,900 call option near 90 and buy Nifty 17,050 call option near 50. The expiry is on 17th March. Once the strategy gives you more than 30 points, it is a profit. Else at a loss of 30 points, close the position. Now based on the institutional activity, according to the previous week, the FII net sellers were minus 24,688.44 crores. And for the March month, the FII net sellers were minus 43,303.05 crores. According to the previous week, the DII net buyers were 17,729.13 crores. And for the March month, the DII net buyers are 30,329.05 crores. So these are this week's Equity Weekly Market Commentary. For more market updates, join our Telegram channel and the YouTube channel. Thank you by Sky Broking.